Achievement unlocked. Nice shooting, son. Complete the game on any difficulty. I don't effing believe it. That is like such the perfect fucking game for Robocop.
Here.
I see, Fuyum. What up, F-Bomb? This was literally the game that every child of the 80s wanted for Robocop. It was perfect. You got to delve out freaking tickets. You got to use all sorts of guns. But in the end, the only gun that you ever want to use is the Auto 9, the legendary gun of the 80s. And what did they do? They put a circuit board system in the game so you never had to not use the Auto 9. Amazing. Just fucking amazing. Everything culminates in a battle against Robocop fucking 2, the ultimate adversary of Robocop. From Robocop 2 is Robocop fucking 2.
You should make a review of it on your channel.
I should make a review of it.
I've never seen this excited about a game.
This is the Robocop game made by a AA studio. They put in effort, beyond effort. Every desk on every table and every office building, different. Random doodads, different. Destructible terrain, destructible everything. You had the ability to throw people out of windows. You had the ability to throw people directly, not into space, but you could throw people on top of buildings. You could throw people into traffic. Like when you're fighting idiots on fucking motorcycles, you can rip someone off their motorcycle and throw them into another motorcycle dude, blowing them both up. It is amazing. It had every weapon from the original movie of Robocop, including the freaking super rifle that was the number one threat to Robocop from Robocop 1, and they give it to you sparingly. It's sparingly enough so that so it doesn't detract away from your judicious use of the Auto 9. They give you so many different upgrades for the Auto 9 that you can be like, do you want to have a shotgun?
It's so
The Auto 9's a shotgun. Every map was filled to the brim with Easter eggs, callbacks, everything. The main bad guy, up to the very end, hilariously is Hans Gruber. Clearly is Hans Gruber. Looks identical to Hans Gruber from Die Hard. Like, it's crazy. So you basically get to do Die Hard. I mean, they even had a bank heist. Like, what? No, I mean, the bank heist was in Die Hard. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Crazy good stuff. This was great. They give you all of Alex Murphy's possible responses that you'd expect him to say.
When you shoot people in the hand, it says, ow, my hand.
When you shoot somebody in the hand, they do, ow, my hand. The legendary nut shot exists, where you shoot them in the genitals and they fall over holding their genitals. Same scene out of Robocop, the original. Another thing that is unbelievably awesome. His abilities are not, though, they didn't just make them up. They took them from the movie. So Robocop's ability to target is insane. He's able to, from the movies, shoot bullets out of the air, but more importantly, he can ricochet his bullets off of anything and hit anything. That's one of his superpowers in this game. In this game, you unlock the ability to do exactly what you saw in the movies. Shoot objects in the background and the bullets will ricochet into your opponent's back. That's just a power he had in the movies. He's exceedingly durable in the movies. And they exemplify that by making him a walking effing tank in this game. It is this was on extreme difficulty. The hardest difficulty in the game. And you still feel like you're Robocop. You still feel like you're a giant walking armored freaking vehicle of a man that's effectively unstoppable. It's crazy good. His dash, not from the video games or not from movies, but I'll take it because it was good for fast travel. Shield is just an extension of his durability. Bullet time makes sense because technically he's moving at computer speed, right? And so obviously you can bullet time your way through things, and it's crazy. I like the fact that the skill tree makes sense. Like, you actually level him up as an officer or an engineer. The only minor downside is, like, and again, I just have to, bring up any downsides that I can see in the game. Engineering is hilarious because, like, at a certain perk point, it says you can open safes without a code. Okay. In the entire game, the number of safes without codes that I was able to come across were 2. And both of those happened so early in the game that unless you dive engineering all the way, you'll never see those safes again. You go through, you see the safes one time, you either have engineering or you don't. If you have engineering, you can open them. If you don't, you don't. And from what I can tell, because of the loot system, there's not going to be the things that buff your guns inside of safes. There's just going to be experience. So you have to, at the very beginning of the game, weigh whether you not want more experience from reading notes and work towards the bonus experience in general, or be able to open a couple of chests, literally a couple of chests throughout the entire game. I'd say 2 or 3 tops. 3 tops. And the reason I'm saying 3 tops is because I'm leaving there to be a possibility out there in existence that I may have missed one, but I only came across 2 chests the entire playthrough that I could not find or there were no codes to. So the perk of engineering to unlock chests without the code, I mean, not really overly important.
I liked that the choices you made actually made a difference. So, like, I noticed when you were talking to the therapist, she was like, how could you be a robot when you saved this recovering addict? Or when you convinced this person to do blah, blah, blah. And so, like, you had a choice at that point to, like, and then at the end, too, where it showed, like, this Dr. Blanche convinced Ed to not shoot her, and Pickles is the movie theater manager now. And that's because of the choices that you made in the game.
It's pretty awesome. Play Warframe, says Puyum. Puyum, my dog. But yeah, no, I actually think that this game was just fantastic. This is a fantastic game, fantastic playthrough. The gunplay never gets boring. It's the only time that it slowed down ever with gunplay wise was when you have to go across a minefield. That was it. What is it? Robocop has night vision, but you never ever once ever have to activate it. But it exists because he's Robocop and he has it. But you never need it. Not once ever did I really truly need night vision in this game. It was great. I had a blast with this game. I am so glad that I got it. I'm so glad that I played it on stream.
I'm glad you called it torque.
I was sick.
That's correct. And also, like, so many things today, you know, feel like pandering, and this didn't feel like it at all.
It's true. You don't feel pandering. Robocop.
And they had, like, come here, bitches, like, oh my god. That was surprising in 2023.
They had bitches come. They had so many callbacks to all of the shit from the original Robocop movies. I cannot wait to rewatch. Like, playing this game genuinely makes me want to rewatch Robocop 1 and 2.
You should play those on your channel, sweetie. We can all watch them together.
I cannot. You have no idea, chat, how crazy fucking hyped I was. It's like you're fighting Robocop 2. You get to fight fucking Robocop 2 at the end of this game.
He was so excited about this game for so long, and he stayed up all night the night that it was released.
I did.
Because he was so excited to play it.
You get to write parking tickets and like adjust fines. It's so freaking hilarious. Like, good stuff. And then they also added in a bunch of emotional stuff where you're dealing with the death of that officer and his son. You're dealing with some rookie. Though the rookie started off meh. I mean, he ended up being an alright addition, right?
It felt like an 80s movie, which is so crazy. It
did. It feels, like, which is perfect. The 80s had the best films probably in history, only because of the fact that everyone was high on cocaine. I mentioned this before on my stream, I'll mention it again. The 80s had a significant sum of very, 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 very legendary movies that everyone is trying to reboot today, and it had a ton of movies that you will never hear about because they were dog shit. Like the 80s has a gajillion dog shit movies. You'll never hear about them, you'll never see them, because everyone was on cocaine. And cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Name one 80s movie.
It's a hit or miss situation with cocaine. So, I can't, honey. The reason why I can't name a bad 80s movie is because there were so many of them. All of the Bloodsport knockoffs, all the people who were trying to copy Van Damme that you never remember the name of. Dolph Lundgren's movies that you don't know the name of.
Hey, Robocop is fair and fine.
That's Robocop 2014. Get that shit out of here! What? Get that shit out of here!
I knew that was the thing. I knew they'd remake Robocop.
Yeah, terrible reboot. Like, it wasn't. I enjoyed the movie. I watched it. I'm not mad about it. But I actually don't remember almost anything from Robocop 2014. But I remember basically everything from the original Robocop. That's just a testament to how good the story is. Like,
there's a movie called Robocop Crash and Burn.
Neat. So, like, Robocop has always been about what truly is Alex Murphy, right? Is he still a human? Is he still a man? Does he still experience emotions? And it has always been the backdrop of that. like what is a soul, what happens to you after you die, all that good stuff like that. And the backdrop to that has always been just ultra-violence, right? And that's just the methodology through which that story is told.
Do you guys want to watch Robocop now? He can stream it. You can. I see people stream movies all the time. Look what I'm doing.
She's doing it. She's showing excitement. She's doing what bunnies do. She's bouncing. But regardless of her bouncing all over the place, I guess the question becomes, do you still want to go and get paint, or are they closed? What's up?
I have to call them again to find out. And also, I have gossip. Okay, so my friend, we were supposed to do a slumber party with her kids tomorrow, but she has to bring them over early. That's a date.
So, here's the thing there's so many things that I want to go over about this game. The skill system is great. I mentioned this in the playthrough earlier today. You have an
I will call if the guy's still there, okay?
You have an infinite number of levels, but a limited amount of experience.
Honey, do a poll and see how many people want to watch Robocop.
So because of the fact that you have an infinite number of levels, but a limited amount of experience, it puts you into the position where your choices matter. You can't get everything, right? Also, the order in which you level up your character matters, because if you go down the experience tree, you will have simply more levels at the end of the game than you would otherwise. The game is entirely playable without getting all of everything, and in fact, at a certain point, I was like, I guess I'll just throw these skill points down whatever tree, because you end up with an excess. So, but the choice is still there that allows you to do so many things. Also, I don't understand the social tree because of the fact that it never came up, or at least it didn't come up visually. So Robocop and his actions, he gets public trust points, and I suppose that determines whether or not people like or dislike Robocop. Fair enough. But the other half of the public thing, of the social leveling up, is that supposedly maxing it increases the end state for your friends. So in order for them to have better outcomes, you needed to have that maxed, I assume. So I maxed that not necessarily early. I maxed that at a probably like midway point after I gave myself enough durability and after I gave myself max experience and just a little bit of durability. That's when I finished off that entire tree, because I wanted that to be existing as rapidly as possible, only so that with it available, you can not have to worry about it. But other than that, I mean, it's not even other than that. This game was great. This is a perfect Robocop game. This is a perfect Robocop game. If anybody ever wanted to create another Robocop game, this is such an incredibly fucking high bar. It is so ridiculous. There's only one bad thing about this entire game, and it was the title card when it said Robocop Rogue City and it flies at you at the very beginning. That's it. That is it. That is it. That's the only bad thing about this game, was that title card. You get to deal with Alex Murphy's histories. You get to deal with his mental trauma. You get to deal with all this stuff. The villain was a classic 80s villain. He never kills you. He never just kills you while he has you disabled. He walks away. And they even made fun of that. Lewis made fun of that joke. She joked about that. She goes, "Let me guess." He made a speech and then told people to kill you and walked away. He's like, "Yep." It's like, because he keeps doing that. It's great. You get to have a shootout in a prison. You get to have a shootout at OCP. You get to have a shootout literally on almost every single map that you touch is a shootout, and it's phenomenal. You can grab people and throw them into. I accidentally, not even on accident, I grabbed a dude and threw him up-ish into a fan blade, and it cut him in half. I'm like, holy fucking shit, man. Also, all the people that you save, it's crazy. All the people that you save either go to jail or you can kill them or whatever. You can see them again. Like, you see them in jail, because there's the jail mission, and the people that you put in jail are there, in jail, serving time. You gotta save them again. Like, it's crazy. This is a great game. It's got the Call of Duty breach mechanic, obviously. Like, it's just good. It's just great. Great gunplay. Yes, Friendship Bunny.
There's an earthquake in Nepal that killed at least 69 people.
Okay. So, what would I rate Robocop on a scale of 10 out of 10? It was said earlier by Aaron DeVore, this is a 10 out of 10 game. This game met any and all expectations, blew all those expectations out of the water, threw those froze the river, threw the river into space.
Jesus Christ, they're not shooting today.
Of course there was, it's America. So, like, yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 game. Worth every penny, loved every second of it. Every second of it, loved it. Looks as though, based on math, I think I streamed this for a little over 12 hours yesterday. Combine that with 6 hours today. This is about an 18-hour game for $40. And I'd buy that for $1. All the callbacks, the XUX 9000, all that stuff. If I were to replay this, the only thing I would change, and this is just because of my own curiosity, I would change the order in which I gained levels, and I'd max engineering first, only because I would like to see what's in those chests. I assume the only thing that's in those chests is a small bit of experience, probably some like stolen jewelry or nuke or some shit, but still, I still want to see it. But other than that, I think that this game is great. Like they used great logic in a lot of spots. Like Robocop can't go into certain places because he doesn't have a warrant, right? She's doing, what is this? Upward facing dog? That was Cobra. Doing Cobra.
Yoga.
She's doing yoga. She's just spontaneously busted out into yoga. So yeah, I had a great time. No alcohol required. Stealing that from Jeremy Johns. You can suck a dick. But yeah, no, great. I think I think I should absolutely do a review, put this on my YouTube channel and have no one view it. But this was a phenomenal game, and I'm very happy that it came out. It is amazing.
He wants to make another channel. I forgot what it's called, but he like talks about other stuff other than Crossout.
Yep, I might do that. So, thank you all for joining me on this Robocop journey.
Wait.
Did you check to see whether or not we need to go to the paint store?
No, you can keep talking. William, you only voted for Warframe. You didn't vote about dinner. You didn't vote about watching Robocop. And also, the other thing is, I want to start a channel where we make pilots for TV shows that never take off. But I don't know how to make movies. I only know how to do one thing. We're revealing clothing.
Well done, honey.
Thank you.
Thought you were going to say yoga.
No, I don't know how to do it.
Max Becker, it was an unrepentant asshole. I loved it.
I know, I'm surprised he died.
I knew it. The gameplay designers, these people are not American. They're like Swiss. It's a Polish developer. That explains why there was a localization error in one of the menus. Oh yeah, and also the thing that's just totally sells this game is the fact that they got the entire original cast. Peter Weller, Adam Sims, Brandon Lee Sears. They got effectively, not even effectively, they got literally the original cast of Robocop to do the voice work here. Is perfect. It was just perfect. Man, I am just geeking out at how good this is. I think the only thing, like, on replays, the only thing I would change about what I would do is using the other circuit boards differently, maybe. Use the shotgun one, have fun at close range. Alrighty then. That was Robocop. Rogue City takes place after the events of Robocop 2. Is amazing. The setup was great. Get to solve crimes. Save Detroit. Alright. Really? I can continue? Oh, no way. You get to continue and refight Robocop 2 over and over again? That's crazy shit. So, the final skill tree. This is what I had. Which is great, actually. So add one more to this, and that would be the maximum number of points you can get. I know for a fact I missed out on one singular level in the entire game. So this plus 1 is actually the total number of levels that you get. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 8, 9, 70. You get exactly 70 levels in the game, assuming you get maximum deduction. Hold on, darling. So you can, with maximum deduction, you can basically max out every single thing on the skill tree with the exception of 1 bar, or you can have scanning 2 and miss in some in combat, or have more in missing combat, or whatever. You get it. You get it. So you basically get, with deduction maxed as early as possible, meaning every single one of your level ups goes directly into the deduction tree until it's maxed. You get this as your final skill tree plus 1, which is 70 levels. 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah. You get a total of 70 levels, assuming you die of deduction. We're going to do some quick math, because we're going to assume 70 is what you get standard. We're going to multiply it by 0.70. So assuming you don't get 30% bonus experience, and you don't get 50% more experience from reading, you will get less than, you'll get like 50 levels. By my math, it was 49, but I'm guesstimating there's 50 levels in the game. So, let me check something. 50. No, that can't be right. I don't know how many levels there are. I'd guesstimate between 50 and 60 levels. No, because we have to do the math. 10 levels into deduction would mean that's effectively 0, right? So you have to subtract 10. So that means that you get 60. So this gives back, yes, this is that. Yeah, it's 50. It's about 50 levels. 50 levels are the correct amount. The reason why it's 50 is because you sacrifice 1, giving you 40, but it gives you 2 more back, which makes sense because it's got to pay itself back and then give you 1 more bar. So yeah, there are around 50 levels in the around 50 levels in the base. So without deduction maxed first, you'll get less than this.
The pink guy is still.
For how long?
Oh, I don't.
When does
They
it
close
close?
at 11.
Okay. All right, then. I'm going to go, chat.
I feel bad. No, William's finally here. Splatter Cake is finally talking. No, I feel really bad. Just
No. I see no reason. No, it's crazy talk. She's crazy.
well, honey, I don't. Sort of wife.
Oh.
Even though we're actually not married.
Ah. Look at her go. All right. Thank you, Aaron DeVore.
Well, are you sure, honey? I don't want all your friends are here. I don't want you. William really wants you to watch Warframe.
No, he wants me to play Warframe.
Oh, I don't know what I just said.
Yeah, I know. You just.
You want frittatas or pizza?
Yeah.
And can we buy pizza for the girls now?
I mean, I assume that was what we needed. Yeah, I guess.
Like, look, I'm not trying to judge. It just seems like kind of crazy to like. When you have No, her baby's not 1 month old. Her baby's 4 months old.
Oh, chat, I'm so sorry. Friendship Bunny here wanted to gossip about random crap. Go ahead, baby. I'm so sorry. I
have this very dear friend who I just love so much, and just got out of a really, really bad relationship. And now she's like, so we're babysitting her kids tomorrow so that she can go on a date. And I don't know like about that, but I'm really proud of her and really support her. Anyway, so her kids are going to be here around 3
That just happened.
you're finishing Robocop.
No, I'm done with Robocop. Keep talking.
Okay. Well, anyway, so we're babysitting her kids when my daughter's.
There you have it.
Then they're spending the night, so she. What?
Right now, Friendship Bunny is air thrusting, literally doing air thrusts. She's hip thrusting the air, both hands, gripping it and thrusting it. I think
that's how sex works.
I mean, that's more or less how it works. Oh my lord. Yeah, so I am going to take a break because I played video games way too goddamn much. And it's ruining my life. I'm happy I'm streaming too, darling. Baby, you're happy I'm streaming, but you want attention.
Well, I don't want attention. It's just that I have to go gripping it and thrusting. Well, I'm not gripping anything. I have the air for support.
Well, yeah, she doesn't physically have her hands on anything actual, but if there were things there, she would be gripping it and then thrusting.
I don't have premarital sex. I don't know how that works.
Thank you.
Welcome, honey. Well, if you want to go to the store and get paint, then we can. It's just, did you even see the color that I sent you?
I didn't think it mattered.
How can you not think it mattered? It's the room. It's the color of the Trump room and the bathroom.
Amazing.
Here, I'm gonna send it to you again. I'm gonna send it to everybody. Everybody needs to know the color that I want to paint the bathroom and the Trump room.
I don't think.
Also, my son wants a golden retriever.
Well, neat.
Can you get a golden retriever?
So, for those of us who are interested, I believe, whole honestly, this is the best. This right here is the best circuit board. Omniboard Tier 4.3, I think, is the best by far. Period. Even though you are forced into a minus 20% penalty to mag, spread, reload with damage and armor piercing, it is by far and away just simply the best. You're not forced into getting the accuracy. But yeah, and this is how I would set it up. Something similar to this.
The way that you did it.
Yes, and the reason why is because this thing is just nasty.
Can I ask you something? Oh, because it won't connect there. They have to connect. These little nodes have to like connect to where they go. Like I was gonna ask, why didn't you put the 838 here, for example? 38 would only go in this part. Why didn't you put the 38 there?
That's why.
Why? The negative your armor piercing? Oh. I know, I love yellow too, Fuyam. He got me the prettiest yellow dress, and I hope he gets me more dresses soon. Why does the 38 affect it so badly?
All right. So the way the node tree works, because for some reason she doesn't understand, but anybody...
Because it would go into this, right?
The way the node tree works is the following. So let's go to an empty board. Let's go to a board, any board. We're going to go to the basic board for easiest amounts of tutorialism. All right. We're going to clear it. All right. So pay attention. Pay attention.
Well, hang on. What's the difference between this color and goldenrod?
She's now paying attention. She asked the question.
Do not, Fuyam. Whose side are you on? Fuyam.
All right.
I actually just donated a bunch of dresses.
Attention.
I need more. Okay, fine.
So here are all of the stats of your Auto 9. The Auto
I only have 2 closets worth of dresses.
The Auto 9 looks like this over here. Look over here. So this is the Auto 9 and its stats, right? Every one of these nodes allows you, it doesn't do anything on its own, but it gives you the ability, it allows you, it grants you, as it were, the ability to modify a stat. This node says it will give weapon damage. Everything must be connected to a power source. If it doesn't grant anything. So for example, if you put a node here, nothing changes over here. And that's because it's not powered by a power source.
I see. So you'd have to put, like...
Hold on.
This one there?
Good.
To make it work, or this one?
Lots of things will. Hold on. So, coming from each node are lines. The lines, and they go out. And they power other things. So, in order to traverse this tree, you have to put power, like basically you have to power it with these nodes. So, you said you could put something here. Fine. If I put a 36 here, it does not work. because it doesn't have a node on the left side, which is where the power is coming from. Power comes from the left,
Okay.
and it's going to try to leave to the top and the bottom.
No.
I could put this one here, yes, and that will then power all of those lines. But what I'm going to do instead, put this one here. Even though it powers to the right and it's nulled out, it doesn't matter. There you go.
Why would you put that one there instead?
I put this one here instead because of the fact I might want to use the other one that's more specific later. So then you have these negative nodes. Negative nodes are bad. Boo, negative nodes. If you power a negative node, it gives -5 to everything.
Why do they even have those? Who would power a negative? Who would put one to a negative node?
You're not supposed to. It's a mini game. So your goal is to power up the thingies that are good without powering up the thingies that are bad.
So you put like this one here.
You could put this one here. Yeah, you could. That is an option.
But yeah, you could put that one there, and then you could put this one here, or more like this one. And you need. And then you just put one here, right? And you would ignore everything else?
Just touching the yellow ones with power activates them. So this is already on.
Oh,
this
okay.
gives full
so
automatic
there's no
fire.
reason to put one here.
This would give you the option or the chance to modify your armor
Okay,
piercing.
so you put like this one here.
Yep. Boom. And since the power node is on the left, it's facing the wrong way, it doesn't power the penalty.
But this one -5%.
So this is mandatory. In order for you to get full auto in the very beginning of the game, they penalize you with a 5%. You cannot undo that. In order to get full auto at all, you need a 5% penalty to everything.
Okay, and then you could put this one here, or yeah, this one. Ooh, wait. That has to be unless you just do. This one. Can you just do this one? Okay. Oh, good. And then you put this one here.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Oh, this one. Okay.
And there you have it. That's how this level up board works. You want to avoid powering the red nodes while still powering all of the gold nodes. And this gives you the option, gives you the ability to get weapon damage, reload speed, armor piercing, and so on and so on forth.
Cool.
And also unlock firing modes like full auto.
That's kind of fun. I like that.
More gore is just literally if you just want things to explode more when you shoot them. That's literally all it does. It does nothing else. It doesn't make you kill things faster. It just makes it look more brutal once you've achieved killing them. So that's an example. And some of these you don't want to power, or you do, or you don't. This needs a thing here. 33 is my best.
I can help. What about
there? So this one also has massive damage on it.
Wait, hang on. What if you do this one or this? Just this one. It's 38.
On what?
Here.
We don't control this node. Node is lit up or not.
Oh, okay.
So this one will mandatorily give you minus 10% to everything, and that's because massive damage is really, really, really strong. The gun that I was using, as I said before, was the very end of the game was this one. And this one I accepted a minus 20% penalty to everything because massive damage was just that good. So I didn't have jack shit for armor piercing. I just went straight weapon damage. You didn't want to do this one though. Actually, that's not true. I had I skipped laser focus because that would give me another minus 20%. I intentionally terminated that early for all the weapon damage and less penalty. Yep. And that's the video game.
I love that game.
Yeah, Also, there is a chip merging process. Anyone who's played Crossout knows how this works. You take 3 very important things, and then it destroys them and gives you back likely something that you probably don't like. A 30%.
More than 30% is more valuable than a bunch of 16%.
Yes, a 30% is more valuable. But it's a 30% pointing to the right. Right now, the highest ones I have are 38%. If it had... Actually, that beats... Yeah. The only thing that I would like to... This one. That beats this one, actually. That was a reload speed. We have a 30% on that reload. Hell yeah. Yep. 38, 33, 32. Yeah. Anyway, and that's the game. That's the skill system. The Auto 9. And of course, you have your objectives, you have your map, and all the good stuff like that. Great game. Great game.
Or in other words, GG.
Yep. Alrighty then. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. I think I have to go buy paint or some crap that I don't want to do.
We don't have to buy paint.
We're not going anywhere. Yay!
No. If you're going to start doing this, then please can we buy paint? Because then I can paint the bathroom and I can paint the Trump room.
When? We've got entertaining guests.
I can do it in the morning. I know. We both know I'm not waking up before 1.
Didn't what's-her-face say she's showing up sooner or something?
Like at 3.
Whatever. All right, I'm gonna go gossip with Friendship Bunny. Thank you all.
I already told you I'm a gossip.
Thank you all for joining. I had a good one. Been streaming for 7 hours. I'm also sick and I don't want my voice to get any worse. So I'm gonna end it here for today. But I may end up coming back for more. Also, I got to do another video for Crossout or something like that. So I'll get that done most likely today. All right. Thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed this game. I sincerely hope you guys, if you wanted it, you pick it up. It's fun. Just fun. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.